about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Harden. And it's Merrill in at the small forward. And here are the Cavaliers. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
Here's Collier. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Sensabaugh, covered by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Here's Filipowski after the Cavaliers pick up three.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The Cavaliers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
The first free throw is good. Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
And he can't hit the second.
Boy, in the era of stretch bigs, guys that can go out to the three-point line and absolutely make shots, I love Jared Allen. He is an old-school center, folks.
Here's Merrill, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Mobley, off target from three-point range. For Utah, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Bailey. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Puts it up from 12, and the shot goes in.
See, what a good feel for what the defense is conceding. Donovan Mitchell very willing to get to that mid-range jumper.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Different look now for Cleveland. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And it's Keon Ellis in for Sam Merrill. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the first. And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson, Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, longtime record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Now Williams following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Utah moving it around. The Jazz with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Harden outside to the middle. Here's Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
Boy, the ability of Thomas Bryant to play over the top of the defense, so impressive. Gets long and finishes with authority.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lock at 6. Pass to Sensabaugh. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And so it's Cleveland going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. In a moment out of...
Goodness.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Jazz trail by 12. Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see, but we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Kevin, back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Well, Kevin Love understands that the three can make all the difference in momentum. You get one, I'm going to answer right back.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Utah Dancers.
A different look now for Cleveland. Sam Merrill comes in for Max Strus, and it's James Harden in for Ellis. Allen passes to Schroeder. Here's Tomlin. He's guarded by Williams. Harden's shot is off. Jazz trail by 10. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And it's Schroeder in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Pass to Love. But Trey, score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, you know Kevin Love is ready in catch-and-shoot situations. Beautifully done.
Schroeder finds Allen. Harden right side. Harden gets it done inside.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. It up here. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. James Harden, 3rd. And, of course, Isaiah Collier.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
You know, you're right. Looking at some of the best teammates in the NBA right there. Each of those players such a joy to play with. Because when they're at the helm of an offense, the ball's always moving. Everyone's involved. The game just flows.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Collier. And he's good on the 3-ball. Collier's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, listen, he may not be lights out, but if you give him that good a look, he's going to hurt you.
Bounce pass from Merrill. From deep Harden. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 6. There's Williams. And a slam by Williams.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit. But can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here's Harden. And yes, it's good.
This is James Harden deep in his bag. Off the dribble drive. Put that defender in the rear view, James.
Here's Collier, guarded by Harden. Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 5 to shoot. Now Bailey. He's defended by Merrill. And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Talk about putting yourself in a position to succeed. They've executed, and they're taking good shots.
Playing just the way it's drawn up, and let's credit their game planning as well. Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, they're playing up to expectations. Maybe they like to be doing more than that, but I think they're ready to make some noise in the playoffs. That's when you turn up.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And People Doors talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Merrill in at the 3 slot.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
Here's Collier, guarded by Harden. The kick out to Williams. 5 on the clock, pulls up. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And it's Harden with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Mitchell wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Collier, covered by Mitchell. Pass to Williams. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. At 3 off the mark.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Here's Mitchell. Fantastic work inside from Mitchell.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
On the wing, Williams. Nice ball movement by Utah. Another miss by Utah. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell downhill for the dunk.
Well, the dribble drive game of Donovan Mitchell will keep defenders guessing. Boy, you've got to deal with every aspect of an offensive arsenal with this guy.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
The Jazz making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Keon Ellis, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. .129 left in the third. Now Bailey. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Stolen by Ellis. Now Cleveland moving it up. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Harden. Mitchell's got 10 points.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
To the paint. Bailey with the ball. There's a good screen. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Ellis kicks to Harden. For three, Mitchell. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Conchal. Here's Sensabaugh. Covered by Mitchell. Now Bailey. Williams for three. That one doesn't drop.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Collier. Kevin Love out there with John Conchar. And it's Hinson in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At the line for your Jazz, Kevin Love. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
See, I think you have to respect the versatility of Kevin Love, guys. This guy can shoot it from anywhere. He rebounds at a high level. Everything you'd want in a big man in today's NBA, Kevin Love provides.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, yo, right here.
Bucket is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Love outside. And that's a foul called on Keon Ellis. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Cavaliers making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Collier. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Pass to Merrill. Here's Harden for 3. And it doesn't go.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's Collier. Williams looking over the floor. Stolen by Harden. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, a beautiful finish off that spectacular reverse.
Yeah, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Remaining in the game.
All right, here's Williams. They set the pick. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Allen inside. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Mitchell looking it over. Jacks up a 3. Williams with the rebound. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
The drive by Mitchell, and it's in there. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And down goes the 3. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Now Merrill. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
James, this team seems to be clicking. What's been the key lately?
We're just more aggressive. Guys are getting it, and we're playing much harder. It's a good win for us. Continue to build and continue to keep our swag up. Great team effort for us.
It's up to you to keep them aggressive. Congrats on the win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.